Yes, because like we know the championship is very tough, and every opponent is going to make different things. We know we knew the quality of QPR because it's one team that for me make a very good football. That's why I think that if I am no wrong, I think they don't lose in that stadium from August. It shows that the difficulty today of the game will be very hard, like it was.
You made a few changes to the team that won on Tuesday. You just explain what your thinking was behind bringing in Grady and Eric and Malumbi as well.
Grant was injured. We needed to make a change in the front of the attack, and we put Diangana to replace on the side Phillips, and Phillips was playing more as a striker again because he's one player that is giving a lot of versatility and commitment to the team. After in the middle of the pitch, I think Malumbi, the two previous games, he was doing an excellent work from the bench, and I was thinking that his level of energy was necessary to face the game today. And with Peters, I think he's one experienced player that in some moments he can give us more calm with the ball, to build attacks from the back, to make the ball have some pause in some spaces of the pitch. And for me, he can help on this. So when we have one group for me with important players, that sometimes these type of changes are going to be normal because you can rotate and you can even help the squad to increase and to increase or improve, increasing the number of options that we manage.
You started very well today. You put QPR under pressure right from the start.
Yes, I think the first 50 minutes of the game were fantastic minutes. But after they changed a little bit the shape, and they put Cher as a playmaker, and they were being more aggressive in the pressing. In that moment, it takes some time for us to adapt to the new needs, because in some moment when the high press of them, we needed to play more long, and when we have the two wingers open in the center among the fullbacks, we couldn't find the pass that break the opponent press. And we try to do this in the second half, but we know the difficulty of, again, the challenges, the number of challenges, the number of duels, the number of second balls, and of course the quality of both teams in the game for me make a very good game. That was a real balanced game.
There's been a lot. There haven't been enough set-piece goals really scored by this team, Carlos. But in the short time you've been here, that's 2 goals in a week now, where the goals have come from set-pieces. That can be a very important weapon, can't it?
In football, at the end, you have 3 options to score the goal: positional attacks, counter-attacks, and set pieces. The more you dominate these moments, the more offensive team and the more you are going to be dangerous, and the more you can score the goals. So for me, every threat or situation in football is important to manage. Positional attacks, playing from the back, counter-attacks when we recover the balls, and set pieces. And any moment is more important than another moment. But for me, we have players to use all the 3 moments, and the key is to keep improving in all these 3 moments, to watch one attacking dangerous team and one strong team in defence.
We talked about Kyle Bartley yesterday, and even aside from the goal today, I thought he was excellent, wasn't he?
Yes, I think I cannot tell you one player that for me didn't play with the level and demanding and commitment that this game was demanding to them.
Carlos, just on Kyle, it affects the game, doesn't he? When he's called upon physically, he's so dominant, isn't he, in his own box? But obviously, he showed what he can do.
Who?
Kyle Bartley. Just showed what he can do at the other end as well. Obviously, he can really affect the game.
Before I signed here, I know how important Bartley is, how important he has been for the club, and he keep being for the club. And my target is to recover the best of him, because I was playing many times against him, and I was watching that he is one of the best central backs of the league.
Yeah. He had a tough game at home to Birmingham before he came in, and when Albion were at Millwall a couple of weeks ago, he had the red card. So real strength of character to respond how he has this week. Brilliant.
Yes, I think this is what this situation need, because you don't change one moment to know one situation if every player is not giving everything that they have to give.
You mentioned just now the Jules 50-50 second ball. Felt like there was so much heart, spirit, determination out there today, blocks and clearances from your team. That type of win must really satisfy you as manager.
I think that's why in the championship you need. I think in football you have the basics and after the extras. If the basics are not working, the extras are not going to work neither. Only with the basics is not enough, but only with the point of creativity or quality or some moments is not enough neither. So for me, we need to keep working the team, working a lot and building the team, dominating the basics and dominating the things that can make difference too.
I think I read in the previews that you called Kyle a leader in your team and in the dressing room. Is that how you feel about him as a player?
But it's not what I did, it's what they showed me to me. That's why he saw that he's a real leader of this team, of this club. And for me, the real leaders are the one that they show with actions, with behaviors, with example, that they are leaders, and he's showing right now.
Sorry, you touched on the basics there. Is it your job to work on honing the basics and making sure they're at the right place, and then individually they work on the extras, or is your kind of philosophy is to work on the extras maybe further down the line, or is that something you're trying to incorporate now as well?
I think our work we try to be dominant in every game situation. Unfortunately, we weren't not enough dominant in every game situation, and it means that still we need to do a lot of work. But one team is competitive team when they dominate the different situation of the game. The second was the dirty part of the game and the nice part of the game too.
Obviously there haven't been too many wins this season, Carlos, but at the end there with the away fans we saw really nice celebrations between yourselves, the players, the fans. It's a good sign, isn't it? You can feel a bit of a connection growing, and that's what you want.
I think the togetherness between us and the fans is going to be key to face the situation that we have in front of us. We have a high challenge, and we know that we need the support of the fans, because we know that they have been suffered, and we know that maybe the expectations were different of the situation right now. But right now we need to face the situation how the situation is, and we know that when we feel this support, we are going to work a lot to have this support, because this support is key for us, and because we are going to give every single thing to create the feeling that we create with all our fans, with the ones that didn't travel today, with the ones that were here making a high effort to support the club, and we want to make them feel proud of the team.
Do you feel the confidence now in the group that they can go and add another win against Stoke next week? Do you really feel that is building within the group?
I always think that the confidence you cannot have confidence depend on the results. I think you need to have the confidence that you can do in the football pitch what you have to do. For me, the confidence is not relaxed, it's just that you have one part of responsibility and another part of trust. For me, these players can win games because they have won many games in their career. The key is to find the real commitments and the real behaviors that help us to do it. And for me, we need to find these type of behaviors or commitments or emotional aspects we need to have in the good way to can win the games. Because if our confidence is low, if our commitment is low, we never are going to achieve results. So even when you don't achieve the result, the emotional basics are this: the confidence, the sacrifice, the togetherness between the players, the hard work, everything that you can imagine.